Well, traders and us, we have a busy week ahead with plenty to digest. From earnings results to new economic data and the Fed, Yahoo Finance's Josh Schafer is here too. You're going to do it like, I don't know, speed talk style, because that's the only way to get it all in.
Julie, we do the calendar every Monday morning.
Yes, we do.
This is by far my favorite calendar we've had in the last couple of months. It is very full. It is very exciting. We're starting with the economic data that we have this week. We had those PMIs already come out this morning. You actually saw a little bit of an uptick in manufacturing PMI and a downtick in services PMI, which is against the trends that we have been following. So it'll be interesting to see what economists have to say about that. We're going to get two more looks at consumer confidence, or the overall feeling of the consumer, I should say. We have consumer confidence, that's from the Conference Board on Tuesday, and consumer sentiment from the University of Michigan on Friday. Remember, that last print of consumer sentiment we saw a big uptick in how consumers are feeling about the economy. It'll be interesting to see if we see that as well. Now, I did sort of bury the lead here. Wednesday, we have that Federal Reserve decision, or rate decision. I did kind of bury it because it is largely already priced in that we are probably going to see a 25 basis point rate hike. But it'll be interesting, of course, to hear the commentary from Jerome Powell and what he says about a lot of the other things that are on this calendar, what he says about the labor market, what he says about inflation. And I should add, we're going to get another update on inflation and the Fed's preferred target, or preferred inflation measure, I should say, the PCE index on Friday. That's just on economic data.
That's cool. Yeah, let's talk about some earnings that are coming out, though.
This will be more fun, right?
Yeah,
I think the earnings calendar is normally more fun, and it's very crowded this week. We have over 150 S&P 500 companies reporting earnings this week. It really kicks off tomorrow in large part with that earnings calendar coming up this week. You'll know that we'll have big tech reporting this week. You have Meta reporting. You also have Alphabet, Microsoft. So there you see it right there. That Tuesday calendar really kicks off with Microsoft and Alphabet. You have Meta reporting on Wednesday, and I think it's going to be interesting to see a couple things. You'll see how that AI rally reacts. You'll see what the advertising market is like. You'll also see that when Roku reports on Thursday. And then you're going to see what cloud infrastructure is like as well when you think about Microsoft and Alphabet. And then, of course, we'll have some state of the consumer kind of food stocks to take a look at, too. When you think about Chipotle, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and even Sweetgreen is in there, I think, at some point this week as well. Now, Julie, I updated our earnings report card for you to also have revenue.
Ooh, exciting.
So we got to take a look at that as well. So this is how companies are doing to start the year through earnings. So 75% of companies are beating EPS estimates. That is actually below the 5-year average, so coming in a little bit lower than it normally does. But when you take a look at revenue, this is what it seems like stocks have really been trading on a lot this earnings season as well. 61% of companies have beaten on revenue estimates. That is below the 5-year average. That is below the 10-year average. And again, stocks have been moving a lot more on that revenue number, that top line number. But we'll see what happens this week. 166 companies from the S&P 500 report earnings. So we will have a much better look at these two numbers here and really how stocks are doing when I come back next Monday.
If we want to get really fancy, then we would say how many companies are beating the look ahead for the year forecast.
The forecast?
Yeah.
All right, I got something to do this week.
Yeah.
I won't be busy with the calendar, so I got something to do.
No, I know. You don't
That.
have anything to do this week.
Right.
So, Josh, thank you so much.
I love homework.
Appreciate it.